Welcome friends, thanks for joining me today. I do appreciate it a lot. What we got going on here today? Well, there's always something to do around the homestead, always is. Shooting Gal and I decided we were going to do a little bit of landscaping, which is kind of an ongoing project that we've had ever since we moved here. And one of the things we needed to do was kind of move some of the irrigation around. We had it originally designed with one idea in mind, and as it goes, things change just a little bit, so we have to change the irrigation as well. So what I did was the sprinkler head that was back over here, we moved it up to the spot here, but that just meant having to put together a little bit of a manifold system here so we can get sprinklers inside the planter bed and outside the planter bed, so it'll facilitate what we're going to be doing here. The problem was, as it always is with PVC and working underground with existing material, I didn't quite get it clean enough, and so there's a little bit of a leak. When we put the sprinkler system back on, I noticed in one of the joints a leak, but I have a fix for it, and I want to share that with you today. Oftentimes what happens when you don't get a seal at a joint like this quite well because of the dirt that can get inside there, especially stuff that's already underground, and you do the best you can to get it clean, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. In the case that I've got, there's a little bit of spray that's coming out of an area here. So I've got 1/2-inch pipe that's underground feeding the sprinkler heads, and I'm going to need that obviously, but I'm also going to need a piece of 3/4-inch PVC and cut a notch in it and just make it just big enough to fit right around this spot here. Because if you remember looking back there, in my manifold system there's a real small little area that I need to get in. So you got to cut a little piece that's going to fit, goop it up real good with the red hot blue glue, pipe glue, stuff like this. And then you're going to snap it on, and what happens when you snap it on is it hopefully will seal up. Let's see if I can get that on there. Oh, this is going to be tougher than I thought. Yeah, you do that, and I'll do a little close-up so you can see it a little better. And if there's enough goop, it'll seal up where it's now spraying, and then hopefully seal up the leak. Alrighty, so I've got my PVC cutter. This is 3/4 inch, and again, you're going to need a 3/4 inch because it's going to fit over the 1/2 inch. And it works best if you cut a little notch in it. But what I'm going to end up doing, first off, is cutting off, about a 1/4 inch or just as little as I possibly can of this pipe, and trying to make that cut as square as I possibly can, because if I don't, it's not going to fit flush up against the T that I have there. So here we go. I got to concentrate on what I'm doing, and I will cut this as straight as I possibly can. There you go. And on this side, it looks like I've got a nice flat surface. This side's kind of cattywampus, but this side looks good. Now, I'm going to cut a notch out, about 3/8 of an inch worth, like that. So now I have this little snap ring, and let me get some 1/2 inch. And as you can see, if I push on that, the 3/4 inch fits on the 1/2 inch just fine. And then on that real, I probably have it on backwards, don't I? Probably want it this way. There you go. So if the T is right here, then with enough goop, enough glue, that will rest up against the T and seal that the leak off where it's spraying out now, and hopefully seal it up. So let's take our little part and run out there and try it. Okay, I've sanded it down a little bit, took a little bit of sandpaper, sand block, and kind of cleaned it up a little. I'm going to take this paper towel and make sure it's nice and dry. One of the things that happened was there was about, no joke guys, we had about 4 inches of rain in a 1-hour period. I mean, it was a deluge. I mean, there was lightning strikes all around, very close by, within 100 yards of us. Yeah, and it just dumped rain. So that was yesterday. I pumped some of the water out of this hole so I can get at this. All right, where are my parts now? I'm going to take my hot blue glue and my little part. I marked what's going to be on the outside this way versus what's going to go up against this, and I've already sized it, so hopefully it'll fit I know this is a little awkward, guys. Just bear with me. I'm going to take some blue and really goop it up as good as I possibly can all the way around, and then do the same liberally. Okay, guys, liberally, and let it drip down and around and all of that. And then I'm going to do the same on the repair part right here. I'm going to go liberally all over it. And if you get blue all over you, so be it. That's just kind of what you're going to have to do. Can you guys see that okay? I hope so. If not, you get the idea. All right. Now I'm going to take this. Hopefully you can see all that. There you go. And then just force that up against there. Quickly get some more blue glue all around that. And the key here, guys, is to give it time to dry, okay? So let's let that dry. I'm going to clean myself up a little. And then once it's dry, I'm going to stick turn the sprinklers on and see if we have a leak. Okay, while we wait, there's always something to do around here. Today I got to get the chickens water clean. That does not look good, does it? So let's pick this up, get this thing emptied out. You're welcome. Better. Alrighty, it seems like it's dry, but it's been kind of cold and wet around here, so I'm going to take my hairdryer, help it out.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Allow me to show you something.
Here's a little tip for you. Pull out your extension cord and find the middle, and at that other end over there is going to be your plug end and your receptacle end. And then you find the middle here, stick it on the old reel as best you can. Give it a couple of turns. And now what you have is an end that has both the plug side and the receptacle side, so that the next time you need it and all you need is a short piece, you pull both of these here out to the desired length. The spool then is at the middle, and it's a lot more convenient rather than having to try to find the end of the cord on this thing and plug that in and then unspool it and however. So just find the middle, spool from the middle until you get all the way to the end like this, and it's a little more convenient in the long run. And it's easier to wrap up too when you're done.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Alrighty, so this is either going to go over really well or it's going to be very embarrassing, one or the other. It's all dry. I'm going to give it a shot, and we're going to take a look at the sprinkler while I go turn it on at the controls, and you'll see before I do whether or not it actually worked. And the chickens are running for cover. Okay, so in the garage here, keep your fingers crossed. I'm going to set this on single station, and it should be station 3. That's the one I want. And I put it on run, and we'll see what happens. Okay, like I said, it was either going to be terrific or completely embarrassing. Well, actually what happened was I sealed up the one side, and I think the leak took the path of least resistance, and there was probably a leak on the other side of that joint. So it started spraying from over there, because at the very beginning you saw it just kind of dribbled a little bit, and then it broke free. So the one side is cleared up, the other side is not. Without tearing that whole thing apart, which I may end up doing anyway, I don't have enough room to put another little ring in. So lesson learned, make sure your joints are extremely clean and dust-free, dirt-free before you put your PVC together with your glue. So even the smallest leak is going to cause a problem. Now, I do have this marine rubberized tape that works well on boats, and it seals even underwater. And I put a little wrap around, dried everything up, wrapped it around. It is extremely sticky, it's very durable and flexible, and it fills in gaps really well when you squeeze it down. So let's see how this stuff works, and if it works, it's called Flex Tape. I'll put a link down below where you can get a hold of this stuff. All right, let's try this again. All right, we're at it again. Station 3, we're trying it again. Take a look. Looks like success. It did look like it had some spray, but on some closer inspection, it was from the sprinkler head and from the other sprinkler that was on shooting towards the hole. It was filling up the hole, but the flex tape seal seemed to have done the trick on the second leak. So okay, so I learned something here. The snap ring thing has worked for me in the past, but I had 2 leaks that I didn't know about the second one, or at least it developed as a result of path of least resistance, and after I fixed the first one. But the second one and the first one are now all sealed off with this stuff. I'm going to leave a link down below. It's made in the USA. It's called Flex Tape, and it's this rubberized material. It's supposed to be for boats and marine use, and I actually bought it because we have a raft and it had a leak in it, and I used it, and it works great. It keeps the air in the raft, and it doesn't leak anymore. So I figured, well, I'm going to try it out on this thing and see how it works, and it does. Well, okay, those are some of the things that just kind of happen in real life, guys, and I just wanted to share it with you, kind of take you down the path real time as it was happening, and I hope you appreciate it a lot. All right, I'm going to take off. You guys are great. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you're a subscriber, thumbs up to you. If you're a Patreon patron, double thumbs up to you. By the way, Patreon patrons, I sent you a little notice of something that's upcoming that I need your input on, and I would appreciate it if maybe you take a look inside your spam. Maybe it got thrown in there inadvertently, but look for it and see if you can respond, and that would help us out a lot for the next video that we're doing. And if you guys aren't Patreon patrons, those are the kinds of things that Patreon patrons get to do. They get to be a part of much of what we do here on the Shooting Guy channel. You can also be a part of that too if you join us on Patreon. Alrighty, well, there you go. Don't forget, click the link, go to our merchandise page. You'll see this thing here on our Amazon affiliate page. Every time you click on links to buy something, it helps us out directly. Doesn't cost you a penny more, and you'll be helping us out here at TSG. All right, God bless you guys. See you soon. God bless you. God bless America. May America bless God. Now I gotta put all these tools away and go make dinner.